Hey guys, Joe here, and here we are to learn about Bowser. Now just to note, these are my opinions and opinions of others that have made written guides. Sorry if I give you any false information, and if I do happen to do so, tell me in the comment section below. Bowser has been, for years, the major villain in the Mario Bros. Series ever since Super Mario Bros. He has a very confusing set of powers, but in general is shown as strong, big, and having the power of fire. Bowser is one of the stronger opponents in all the Mario games, but often helps Mario to be even stronger opponents as seen in Paper Mario. Bowser has been buffed a ton since the previous games like Melee and Brawl, and now excels in a lot more things. In this game he is pretty fast compared to the other slow characters, has many kill moves compared to the other fast characters, and is extremely heavy, making the rage mechanic in this new game work really well on Bowser if you will focus on a more defensive game. But you can also go offensive with the rage, and that'll just help you also because you can get some kills. A good read as Bowser has some of the greatest reward in the entire game to add, so that will be really necessary in order to get a win as Bowser. Bowser has an average dash attack. It comes out pretty fast but not too fast. It does okay damage, but it does have a pretty big hitbox, so that's the nice thing about it. I would not recommend to use dash attack really all that often because it does leave you wide open, it does have a lot of ending lag, and it doesn't really combo anything, so just don't go for dash attack too much. Bowser's jab is just a 1-2 punch, which is actually one of the stronger jabs in the game because it does come out very fast, has a lot of damage, and it keeps the opponent spaced, which Bowser really wants a lot. It's similar to his forward tilt, but it does come out a lot faster, and it can block some projectiles actually, which is really weird, but yeah, you can punch the projectiles out of the air, so that is a very good thing. You will want to use this out of shield most of the time because it's just one of your strongest out of shield options other than up B, but you can also go for forward tilt just in case you want to use that instead. His forward tilt is a decently fast forward tilt. It will kill, it will do high damage, it will space the opponent, it is great as a pivot forward tilt, and it really doesn't have way too many negatives. The little lag at the end is not too bad, and the startup is definitely nothing to laugh at either. So overall, it's a decent move. Definitely the kill power is up there, so it should be used quite often. Up tilt is actually a pretty cool move because you can go up tilt into like nair, or up air, or fair. Now these are not all guaranteed, these are strings, so they will depend on when your opponent air dodges, but if you can read the air dodge, then it'll be decent. You can also go up tilt into up smash if you want to get a very good read. So this is a really read based move, but you can usually get at least 2 up tilts, which will give you that high percent. And then after you get the up tilt, you can combo the other stuff. So this is pretty much your best combo move and one of your only combo starters in your entire kit. Down tilt is once again a little 1-2 punch. Now this move will kill, it has very far range, it hits low, so it's really good against small characters like Olimar or against people like Kirby or Jigglypuff, who sometimes you can't hit with your jab attack or your forward tilt. So it's strong in that regard. You can use it to kind of hit the opponent while they are grabbing onto the ledge, and if you hit it at the exact time, it'll kill them. So it's a pretty strong move. It doesn't really combo into anything. At very low percent, you can try to combo into forward air, but I would not call that anything really that good. The side smash will be one of your bread and butter moves. Now it does come out very slowly, so you should probably only be using this once or 2 times per game, but when you do use it, you want it to be the final hit, you want it to be the big shebang, and it'll just be so good. It does have a very long lasting hitbox, but it does take forever to come out. It has a ton of end lag, so it's pretty much your all in, end all move. Now with this move, you can kill opponents as low as 30 or 40%, and if you have rage, you can kill as low as like 20%. It is really ridiculous. Of course that is on the side of the stage. Nearing the middle of the stage, it'll take up to like 60 or 70%, but if you can happen to hit this move, you'll be in huge luck. One of the strongest smashes in the entire game. But yeah, you should not be using this way too much. You should use this as a out of nowhere pivot forward smash. The opponent will probably just not expect it if you haven't been using it all game, and then shabam boomy, they're dead. His down smash is a very fast move that, of course, comes out very fast. It hits all around you. Very good, again, to capture people during some rolls, and can actually be used to counter a lot of people's forward tilts. For some reason, it blocks a lot of these moves, which doesn't really make any sense. Now, a move that's very like this is up B, which you should be using quite a bit more, but you can down smash out of your shield. It'll be more of a kill move than your up B, but it won't seem to do as much damage. Up smash is one of your fastest smashes. It'll do a lot of damage, has a huge hitbox, it pretty much hits all the way around Bowser, and it will hit really high up, so it's really good. Of course you can combo it somewhat out of your up tilt, but it is definitely not guaranteed. That is a huge read combo, so it will all depend on that. It doesn't really have any combos into his smash attacks, but that's okay because if you can't happen to read the smash attack, then it'll kill really early, so you should be going for it quite often. Bowser's up throw does not combo into anything, but it can kill the opponent pretty much anywhere on the stage at pretty low percent. It's not the best up throw, not the best kill throw in the game, but if you are at the top platform of Battlefield, it'll be a fine finishing move. Bowser's down throw is one that is half okay, but really not way too good. Most of the time you'll just be using this to do damage and to not stall out all your kill throws. It doesn't really combo into anything very well, and overall it's just not a great throw, but just use this if you do happen to get a throw and you really don't want to stall out your kill throws. His back throw is an amazing kill throw, other than his forward throw. Also, a really nice thing you can do with this is throw the opponent off the cliff, which you can also do with forward throw, and then try to go for the gimp, which Bowser is okay at because there's a new okay recovery compared to the previous games. Now, back throw, it doesn't kill quite as early as forward throw, but it is definitely very strong, and just use it a lot if you do want to get those kills. Bowser has a ton of kill throws, which is really strong. Forward throw is one of his best kill throws, which, of course, he does have a lot of. Now with this throw, it'll just throw them right in front of you, and with Rage, you can kill extremely early with this. Also, it's very good because you can abuse it on certain maps, like Delfino Plaza, where the sides are very easy to kill people. So, if you do want to get a lot of kills with your throws, you should probably go somewhere like Delfino Plaza or Halberd, because it will give you that big advantage that Bowser does need to get those early kills to get you that early lead. There is one move that at the very beginning looks pretty dang bad, but after you actually get to know how to use the move, it can be okay. Now, it's really not that great of a combo starter. You can kind of combo it into jab, but really not way too much. But the good thing about the move is that it does a solid 20% if you do hit all the parts, and hits the opponent far enough away that they can't really punish you if you do happen to hit all the parts. And sometimes you can kill the opponent, which is very strong. His Nair is one of his strongest attacks just by itself, but of course it does not combo, so it will not get those high combo percents, and it does kill a high percent, but should not be used for killing. Mostly it should just be used for that single hit, lots of damage. The Fair is a very, very fast move, which should be used quite a ton. Other than your forward tilt and other than your jab, this will be one of your best moves, because you can short hop Fair, and then short hop Fair again, and pretty much make a huge wall of spacing. Similar to how Sheik makes a wall of spacing, the opponent will not really be able to get inside of your wall, and you'll just be able to keep it far away, deal some high damage, get some kills. Also, a really nice thing about this is that you can really easily kill the opponent off the screen with it, similar to how you can do that with Mewtwo. So you just forward air into forward air off the screen, then up B back onto the stage, and you'll be living. So it has a lot of useful versatility, but it should not always be used because it does have a little bit of end lag, which can get you in trouble. His Dare is really not that great of a move. It is okay because it has a weird little box that shoots out kind of spikes around him, so it can be unpunishable in certain situations, but most of the time the opponent will just shield, and then they will grab you out of your down air. It has way too much end lag, way too much startup lag. It does spike, which is a little nice thing, but overall you should really not be using the down air. If anything, go for the down B, which you still probably shouldn't be using really too much. His up air is one of his best juggling tools, which is kind of weird, but of course, very normal depending on the character. But with this move, you'll have to up air into up air, which does not actually combo, but up air will hit the opponent way up into the air, so then you can easily go for another up air. Now, it is very easy to dodge Bowser's up air, but if you do happen to hit it, it'll pretty much make so you can hit another one later on, or it'll kill the opponent. This is a very strong kill move off the top of the stage. Once again, if you're on a stage like Halberd, you'll be able to kill extremely early. Once again, pushing that way to play on a stage like Halberd, but if you do want to go for this move, it's a very strong option. Also, it does have very high priority, so you can cancel out other people's moves, like their down airs that are trying to stop you. Overall, a very strong up air that does kind of juggle. His back air is once again one of the best back airs in the game, and just one of the strongest back airs in the game. Like a lot of Bowser's moves, it does a lot of percent, kills very early, once again, and I'll say just like Halberd, it will kill very, very, very early, so it should be used quite often. Now, this move is very slow, so it's really easy to punish. You shouldn't be using this on the ground way too much, but if the opponent is off the cliff, and they've wasted their jumps, or they have wasted their recovery, or maybe they wasted a good opportunity for them to air dodge, then you can go for the read back air. Back air will kill really, really early, one of your best kill moves in the air other than forward air. So if you do want the early kill, go for back air. It kills similarly to how Ganondorf's back air kills. Firing up the opponent is all the time good. This can block some projectiles, and it can just do quite a bit of damage to the opponent, which is really not that easy to punish. Now, overall, you will not be going for your neutral B, you won't be going for that fire way too much, but you can throw it in some fights. It'll do the high percent to them, and it will just get some pretty unpunishable damage. Now the problem is, if you do completely whiff and miss your fire, then it has a lot of ending lag, and the opponent can punish you. So if you do happen to use it on the opponent, it's pretty much unpunishable, but if you miss it completely, then you will get punished very badly. His side B is one that a lot of people used to use, but isn't very good anymore, and this is one reason why Bowser isn't quite as good as he used to be, because with the side B you will grab the opponent, and then you can either hit the ground, or you can jump off the cliff and kill both of you. Now before a patch, quite a long time ago, you would actually be the second one to die, your opponent would be the first one to die, and you would win after you side B them off the cliff. But after this new patch, which did come out quite a long time ago, you will die first, except for on certain maps, so you should look up those maps or it's actually a tie. But Bowser will usually die first, and that pretty much makes this move a lot more useless. Now, if you are at like 100% and the opponent is at 10% on your first stop, you can side B them. Hopefully, they aren't very smart, and they will let you go off the cliff. This will allow you to even up the stocks and let you have a high percent chance to win, but really, this move isn't quite as useful as it used to be, so don't go for way too much. His up B is one move that I really wanted to talk about. This is probably one of the strongest things in Bowser's entire kit, which is not common for any move whatsoever. So what you can do with up B, you can jab into up B, you can forward tilt into up B sometimes, you will a lot of the time shield and then up B, you can go aerials into up B, you can up B out a lot of stuff, and the really nice thing about up B is that if you hit the opponent at all, it's unpunishable completely, but if you whiff it, it can be punished pretty bad, so there is a bit of a problem about that. But if you do hit the up B, it'll do a lot of damage. It does not kill, which is a bit of a problem, but if you do mash the B button a ton while you're going up, you'll go very high in the air, and it'll be a decent recovery, which he didn't used to have, so that's really nice. Bowser Bomb is one of the stronger attacks that he does have. Now the nice thing about Bowser Bomb is that if you do use it and the opponent shields it, you will break their shield, and then that pretty much guarantees you a kill at any percent, because then you can immediately go for the side smash, fully charged, kill any opponent at around 20%, and if you have rage, even 10%. Very, very strong. Now the Bowser Bomb, you should not be using a lot. A lot of people try to spam this online, and when you do try to spam it, the opponent will get used to it, and they'll just let go their shield on time. Also, a bad thing about this is that the opponent can't shield the first half of the Bowser Bomb when they barely start hitting you, and then they can let go of their shield on the second part of the Bowser Bomb, where he finally hits the ground, and it'll do no damage to him, and it won't break his shield, and it'll be able to punish you. Luckily, if you are playing online, this move is pretty much not being able to be punished, but if you are playing with other people, then you'll be punished very often, very easily, so you should just get in the habit of not using your Bowser Bomb that much. It can break shields, and it can be a little mix-up move after a neutral air, but overall, Bowser Bomb should be looked away quite a bit. Thank you all for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment who you want next week, and subscribe, and give me any tips in the comments down below of how you like to play Bowser, because a lot of people have different opinions on all these different characters, and I'd like to see that. Also, tell me what I did wrong in this video, tell me what you personally think is right, and we'll see if the majority concludes on that, and if it does, then majority rules, so it will be taken as law. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.